stayed on because they're hearing something really different and they want to see where it's leading to. So what I did, my mathematical brain went to work and I did this. It goes up, it goes down. It's only a squiggle, but just pretend it's a market, because I've just proved that a squiggle can be exactly the same as a market. It goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. There is something coming out of this, don't worry. Then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes. Okay, now then, let's pretend this is a market. What I decided was if I could write an algorithm and a piece of software that said I can work out that on these points here, if I use blue now, I can work out at these points here that actually this is the point where it said I'm stopping going up and going down. I'm stopping going down, I'm going to go back up. Stopping going up, I'm going to go back down. And there are a number of positions which I call stall positions. In other words, you've gone a certain direction and then it's stalling and then going the other way. But what it showed me is that every single time, and I've a stall there, look, there's a stall there. After a stall, what happens? You get an arrow going the opposite direction. Now then, in every single chart that I then looked at, charts for ages. There was an up, then there was a down, there was up, there was a down, there was an up, there was a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It never changed. Never once did anything do any different than that. And every single time there was a stall. So I thought that if I could do an algorithm and a mathematical equation that would tell me when a certain stall had occurred and there was momentum going the other direction, then I thought that I might have something interesting. Now then, if we look at trades, okay, then this is what the trades would have shown. Let's choose a slightly different. So here would have been a buy, an up trade, for those that don't know what that is. An up trade is a buy trade, a down trade is a sell trade. No matter what you've heard about shares or markets before, you can actually make money doing this method, whether it's going down or it's going up. It's not recession proof or whatever. It doesn't matter. In a recession, markets go down much quicker than they go up, so we take advantage no matter what it's doing. Then there's a sell. Well, actually we didn't make anything. We started to make it, but then we cut out very quickly. Then there was a sell and a buy, so you'd have another trade here. So at this point we just made a little bit of money there and a tiny bit of money there. This one was zero. This one was an actual loss. This one was a little loss, but not much. But of course then we hit this, which was a nice win. Now then, there was a stall here. It might not, on my software, and we'll see some soon, it might not have been a big enough stall to actually say a down trade. If it wasn't, it meant that that trade would have won all the way up here. A huge one. And we'll see these coming up. It doesn't matter if it didn't, because if it said down, we would have then had a little loss, look, because we said we're going down. Oh no, it went back up, so we would have stopped that trade at the up signal. So we'd have had a small loss there. But then we'd have ridden the rest of it, so I still catch it to this point here. Alright, it said down and then go back up, so we had a very small win there, look. If you look at the difference between those, a very small win. Up, down, maybe nothing, maybe a couple of points, but then we hit the next one before it says up. So we have another big win here. Now then, don't let anybody tell you that the markets don't move a lot in a day. British pound US dollar moves enough that my system can capture every single, and it actually captures every single move. Then there's an up trade here, look, and we would have closed it there. So what this system does is constantly have you in a trade. You're either buying or you're selling. When you close one, you automatically open the opposite, and then we would have come down lovely down here, look, to this point here. So there is a reason why I showed you this. Number one, a squiggle can be a market. A 3-year-old could have squiggled on there and I would have made a market out of it, and I can have said here's support, here's resistance. You might, for the people who don't trade, you might not understand. For the ones who trade, I think I've just made you think of something in a totally different way, because that's what happens. I can add any guru speak to a squiggle. Now then, I'm going to knock this off and I'm going to show you the actual signals themselves. and I'm going to want you to think of a couple of things. Where these signals came in on this line, how they happened, and then when we see the system, you can see the signals being generated. The reason why they were generated at that point, because it's going to mirror what I've just shown you. Okay, and thank you for waiting while I did that, because that is so different. I don't know if there's any messages come up. Yes, so you're always in a trade. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? No, Kathy, you will never trade like this. Nobody in the whole wide world is quite as crazy as what I'm doing here. Alright, so yeah, I'd agree with that. Right, we're going to take this off, and we're going to bring MetaTrader back on. There she is. And see if I can see a couple of messages. Okay, looks like Picasso. Hey, thank you very much, Philip. You won't need MetaTrader. All you need is to be able to place a trade. You can decide what you want to do it on. You can have a MetaTrader account. I don't put that in the welcome pack. I just put a spread betting account because obviously it's tax-free. Yes, I do have confidence in my system. How many pounds per point do I trade? I often trade £10 a point. But I would suggest that anybody who would like to take this up, there is a strict regime that I asked you to do, and you know, I'd like you to start trading if you do want to have a try of this for a month at the lowest possible money you can do. And there's a good reason for that, because I want you to get confidence in it as well. Now then, normally it would be a spread betting account, and that spread betting account really is very easy to open. The welcome pack explains it, but I don't want to talk about that for now. I just want to show you what the system is, because I'm not asking you to buy. Okay, let's go back to this. A lot of people like the graph like this, but I'm going to have to do this because I don't want it hiding the signals too much. Okay, so that's the reason that I'm going to this type of graph. Alright, let's bring the signals on and show you this. Right, I'm doing all of this. Nobody would normally do this because they wouldn't want you to see what they've got, but as I said, I'm open on everything. There is on every single trade a 40-point stop loss maximum. Nothing stupid whatsoever. And there's 100 points take profit. If one of our trades goes to 100, and they do every now and again, I take the profit straight away. I take the profit straight away. Now then, what I'm just going to do is just click on this, and here's 6 o'clock till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? Just so that you can see that. Because that's the time I don't want to show you something that I don't do. Everything is what I do. And here we go. And there come the signals. Okay. This day. This is the 10th, okay? So this was yesterday. Here we go. I've 30 years stock market experience, senior dealer, and I've never before. Yeah, exactly. It is so different. You haven't seen anything like this. Pity I can't get stocks up in it. I wouldn't mind looking at a stock and see if it worked on that. Just a quick question. If the model you have developed is robust, can it be applied to all markets? Well, I'm going to show you that, and you're going to choose the markets. Okay? So let's see what it does. I'm not going to tell you. You're going to see it. I can tell you anything. Things. Now then, here we go. This was the 10th of December. There we are. The first signal came in at 640. And it was a sell, and unfortunately it lost, and we lost 5 points. No, let me start differently. Let me show you the rhythm. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. See, it could be what my daughter just did. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. This is the Great British yesterday. I've just put the signals on and I've just shown you whatever yesterday was. I haven't gone through and said, alright, let's have a look at this one now because there's a huge trade. This is yesterday, all the signals, warts and all. Look, up, down, even in the night then it started quieting down. But see what I mean, what I found. The market acts like a child squiggling a line on the screen. Now then, I'm not saying there isn't things like support and resistance, and when you come to a major number it stalls at that. Yeah, it might do, but I don't really care about it. My signals